take some of that and put that in your back pocket. Hold on to have a seat. Thank you so much. I guess that was the dance mix of that opening. I had never heard it go so long. I thought that would be over any minute, and it didn't ever end. I love riding bikes, and that's is it Fat Cycle? Is that what the name of that bike is? Something like that? Yeah, Fat Cycle, and that's a cool bike, and I like this time of year because I start riding bikes when it's cooler outside, and it's really nice. It has been cooling off here lately. For those of you in the other parts of the country, it's been dipping down into the 70s. So we're lighting fires, and it's really winter. We don't really feel winter here. Every place else, the trees, the leaves turn, everything really feels like it's turning into winter. Here, we don't really see that much. The wildlife knows that winter is coming. I don't know how. They've somehow intuitively, they know without seeing the trees change or anything. But all the animals are getting ready to hibernate, which is, to me, an amazing thing. And you watch it happen right before they hibernate. They gather acorns and other types of foods. And I know myself, I've been doing a lot of canning. But they eat the nuts and the berries. They go on a binge, the animals. They can't get enough carbs. Seriously, if you watch the squirrels, it's not like the South Beach diet, it's the North Woods diet. They live off the fat when they go to hibernate, and they store up all the fat, and then while they're hibernating, this is amazing, they lose weight. They wake up and they've lost weight. And to me, that's pretty impressive. In hibernation, I guess, is the way that animals deal with stress, because they can only take so much. They just get pushed too far, and then they just go, I'm going to sleep. And that's their vacation, because animals don't vacation. If you really think about it, they don't see other parts of the world. They live where they live. A lot of the squirrels that we see have not gone to Italy. They do not know other parts. They haven't gone to Europe. Except for birds, they migrate, of course. They're smart, and they fly south for the winter. And if you're a bird, what a smart thing. Some birds don't. Some birds stay exactly where they are. The sparrows and mockingbirds don't fly anywhere. They stay where they are, which is ridiculous. If you have wings, go someplace else. See other parts of the world. You're limiting yourself, mockingbirds. And how dare you mock others? So, but they're the only animals that travel, other than, well, Gopher on the Love Boat, who went on to the cruise ship, snuck aboard, and has seen the world. But people, tend to get more depressed in the winter, so people plan vacations to get away from their life. They go to have rest and relaxation on vacation, but something always happens on vacation to make it stressful. You know that, and you feel obliged to buy stupid, souvenirs for friends and relatives, and you're wearing some T-shirt. I went to Paris, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt, And I found out that scientists discovered that someday humans might be able to hibernate. Have you read this? That's a possibility, and I think, wouldn't that be great? Because the whole reason you go on vacations is to get rest and relaxation, but it's not really restful. But if instead of planning vacations, you'd plan like a hibernation. You'd have a big party before you hibernate, eat as much as you can, and you'd save a fortune. You wouldn't have to you'd never lose luggage ever again. You wouldn't have to eat that horrible airplane food. You'd save a fortune in tipping alone. There's always the guy that goes to the car, then he hands your bag to another guy that's 2 feet away, and you have to tip him, and then that guy carries it inside, and then by the time you get to your room, you've lost $400, and you've just... No cheesy buffet lines, long lines with the buffet. And then when you wake up, your TiVo's recorded all the shows. You wouldn't miss one single show, And also, then you wake up, like I said, you don't, on vacation, you come home and you've gained weight. If you hibernate, you wake up, you've lost weight. You wake up thinner just in time for swimsuit season. You feel fresh as a daisy, all ready to dance. I got blocked. This woman thought I was going all the way through the aisles just to dance with her. Okay, she comes right at me. Hey, what a coincidence, it should come right to me. It was enjoyable dancing with you for that second. On the show today, Robin Williams is here. He's crazy. He's always crazy. I love him. He's always dressed so nicely. He's got a new movie, The Final Cut, and you never know what's going to happen when Robin is here. I'm thrilled he's here. And also, I'm happy they're back together. Tears for Fears is here. They've got a new CD. Everybody loves a happy ending. It's their first album since 1989. I'm so glad they're back together again. First album since 1989. Has it been that long? That's amazing. That's when you start feeling old, when you say things like that. All right, hey, this RSVP Ellen thing that we started, it's exciting now. At first I thought, oh, I'll just throw it out there. Somebody invite me someplace. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna take you up on it. I'm going to see somebody somewhere someday soon. And real soon. I'm deciding. And I'm serious. I don't know if people think I'm serious. I'm going. And we've received over 250,000 emails of people inviting me to different things. So we're going through them, because really, every time I see something, I see a better one. So we got Natasha Parsons invited me to Thanksgiving in Gurnee, Illinois. And I got an invitation to go mule riding in Colville, Washington from Pat Thompson, which is, you know, something you dream of as a child. And some people do. And I could bring my donkey. I could go and I could ride with my donkey. And then remember, I told you about Liz Snippen from Snippen, I think her name is. She invited me to watch the outdoor movie in Toad Suck Square, Arkansas. And in all my travels, I've never been to Toad Suck Square. So that's something I'm actually really considering. It's $1, and they close down the street, and you watch a movie outside Toad Suck Square, and I have my squishy pillow, and nothing sounds better to me. That sounds... You'd never have to hibernate if you lived in Toad Suck Square. How could that be wrong? And then I got a really tempting letter from 6-year-old Sarah and 9-year-old Abby Mitchell in Merrick, New York, and they invited me to a dog party. It's their dog's it's a birthday party, and I don't know if it's 1-year-old. That's the problem. I have to find out how if the dog's 1, that's different than getting a 9-year-old dog a gift, because if the dog is 1, you multiply that times 9, it's 9. If the dog is 9, you multiply that. Is it senior biscuits? Is it teething biscuits? So that's too complicated, but I'm still thinking about it. And then, remember the other day I called Christine Kelly from Old Bethpage, New York, because she invited me for a girls' night out because her husband left and went to the football game with the guys. So she wants to have me with her friends go to this male strip club. And, which, if you know me, there's nothing you know, you had me at male, and I was like, what? I'm there, I'm in. And so I'm saving my ones, I'm telling you. I've got like a stack of them. So it's, I think I call it escapades the last time, but it's escapes. And so anyway, I'm thinking I'm gonna call her back again. I called the other day and left a message. Her machine answered, and I left a long rambling message, but I'm thinking today, if we have time, I want to do it. Can I call her later? Yeah. For sure? I'm calling her later today. All right. I'm going to call her. All right. Hey, today's Friday. You know what that means? It means it's time for What Are You Doing While You're Watching? We'll go a little further throughout the year. We'll finally have the whole song. But that's my favorite part, when he turns into Count Chocula. When I come home at night. This is from Charlene Campbell from Williamsburg, Virginia. I'm watching Ellen while surfing the Ellen website, and our recreational vehicle husband, George, got up from the driver's seat to take the shot. We travel around the country and see lots of great things in the USA. Let me know if you want us to scope something out for you. What a nice offer, Charlene. Yes, I'd love you to scope something out for me. That's fantastic. I'll think about that. For now, what if you go to Mount Rushmore and put a hat and a pipe on Lincoln? This is, all right, this is from Olivia Pacino, 8 years old, from New Albany, Indiana. Dear Ellen, your show is A+++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++ 1,200%. I like to sit in a clothes basket and watch your show. I'm sorry that I could not send in a photo of my fat cat, but a drawing is enclosed. Tell Tony I said hi. Love, Olivia. Look how adorable. I'm assuming that book is for commercials. I don't know why a child would be reading while watching the show. Put down the book and watch television. Doesn't that look cozy? And that looks like a squishy pillow that she's got right there. I'm actually thinking I'm going to rethink my set. That would be really good for me and the guests to be sitting in clothes baskets. Be fantastic. Here's what she sent. She sent in a picture of her, the cat that she drew, which is really cute. Isn't that cute? Then she sent in records for Tony. Look at the records. Sweet. And then she drew my name in the sand, but then showed me how she drew my name in the sand underneath it, so if I didn't understand. That's very creative. And then this is, wow, she's really good. That's amazing. That's really... all right, is that all of them? There's, oh no, here's one more. Robin Michaud from St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. Hi, Ellen. Keaton appears to be watching a live news update as your show is starting. This photo shows him turn his attention back to you. Buster, my other dog, was on the couch watching me. Robin. Wow, that's amazing. If you zoom in, you can see they actually broke in. Breaking news, my monologue was on while they were showing Mount St. Helens stuff. Breaking news, Ellen's monologue, all of a sudden. They have their priorities right over there. And I must have been talking about a new animal in my backyard to make the dog so interested. Look at that. Back up again. Let me just show you what the dog is. This is a perfect opportunity to do a half shirt on the dog. And a hat. And a pipe. And glasses. All right. Hey, thanks for all your letters and pictures. We've got a great show today. I'm going to try and call Christine Kelly about that thing she invited me to. So stick around. Also, the hilarious Robin Williams is going to be here. No telling, he may strip. You don't know. Maybe he'll strip. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Our first guest is a hilarious comedian and an Academy Award-winning actor who stars in the new movie, The Final Cut. Please welcome back to the show the always entertaining Robin Williams.
I better take a little sip of coffee now. And I want to thank the Bombay Academy for this lovely gift. My movies are very deep to me. And all of the people in Bombay who made this happen. Thank you very much. The gift is a dime. It's a good...
Would you like that? It's a very... Isn't that attractive?
In many ways.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you get as a gift and you go, wow, thank you.
Yeah. So people are actually buying these. They like them so much. But now I feel like I should give you something because last time
No, it's okay.
No, I should because the last time you were here, you gave me a case of your wine.
We sent it to you, yes, a case of...
It's very tasty.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Now, it's your wine? You make it?
Yes. I don't make it personally,
No,
but
no.
sitting there going, hey,
Yeah.
this is going to Ellen. I go, well, it is made.
Yeah.
It is made from our grapes.
Uh-huh.
I have a house up in Napa, Sonoma.
Yes.
Which is, it actually is on the border, so I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's only Napa or Sonoma. No,
Yeah.
actually both.
Yeah.
Napa, Sonoma, both counties. Both counties. And the grapes are used to make that wine.
It's very, very delicious.
I've never heard it described that way.
Yes.
You never hear a wine tasting going delicious.
Yeah.
Fabulous, delicious, and absurdly flatulent.
Yeah. Well, I never know how to describe. Are you good at that? Like.
Well, I used to be. When I drank, I was very good at that.
You're good at describing all the flavors that you smell?
Yeah, they have that, you know, there's always the people, they do that thing where they taste wines and they go, hold on a moment.
Nope.
At that point, you're going, thanks.
Yeah.
Keep the bottle.
Yeah.
But then they do the whole, you know, it has a nutty bouquet, reminiscent, slightly smoky, and that's always interesting when you have a smoky red, you know?
Yeah.
And then as you get further north, you get the Mendocino wines, which are really mellow.
Uh-huh.
It's a medicinal wine.
Don't drink that.
I can drink.
No.
Hey, baby, I know where it's been. I could drink it. It's like an episode of Survivor. What is that? It's from a mule.
You know, it's hard to believe. I sit here and marvel at you every time you're on. First of all, and I just love the way you dress, and I love your socks, and I love your suit. And
God bless. You know, it's kind of like a Guys and Dolls suit. It looks like I'm in The Sopranos on ice. You know?
No.
It's like, but it's fun to wear these kind of elf shoes.
I like it, and I love the shoes. I love the socks.
And the good luck socks are always great to wear.
Yeah.
When you're going on a talk show, always wear a piece of Irish clothing.
I love them.
It's a manly soap. What?
Yeah.
Shut up.
But what I will say is that you're amazing, and to think that, and I don't know how many people know this, in high school you were voted least likely to succeed.
Yes.
Weren't they wrong?
Big time.
Yeah. Don't they feel stupid?
Yeah. It's that thing where you show up at the reunions going, sorry.
Yeah.
Academy Award, want to touch it?
Yeah.
But it was a good time. I mean, that was the same. I went from being in an all-boys private school to this big coeducational high school in San Francisco in 1969, which was mind-expanding to say the least.
Yeah.
And a lot of interesting things going on.
And this is after that high school, or is this during that time?
This was that high school. That was when they voted me least likely to succeed.
And why is it? Were you quiet? Were you
very quiet? I mean, to the point where they're going, "Oh, where is he? We're here."
Yeah.
Having come from an all-boys school and going all of a sudden there's girls, I'm going, "You're very pretty. May I hold you just for a moment?" They used to have dances at the all-boys private school, and they would bring the girls in, and you felt like, you know. And you'd have the close dance, and they're going, "Let go of me, it's over." I'm sorry. It was always a little frightening. You felt like Quasimodo on a day pass. But why do you find me repulsive? I've been at a boys' school. And if you're English, you're going, "And your problem?" No. But it was a good time for me also.
Yeah. Well, it's just good to remember if you're one of those people in school that's quiet and then people don't understand you.
Yeah, remember these names. Remember me, remember Bill Gates when they were going, "Hey, geek."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you looking out the window? I don't know. What's that? I call it a mouse. You'll learn what it is later.
Yeah.
They get their revenge.
Yeah. Listen, we have to take a break right now. We'll be right back, and I'll just sit and let you go.
We'll play.
We will play. We'll be right back. More with Robin Williams. We're back with Robin Williams, and I love when you're here. And this is amazing timing because I know you were friends with Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, there was a ceremony yesterday, which was wonderful. It was just family and friends, and a day that was so beautiful. It was like he was present, you know. There was a fall day in New England, in upstate New York. The leaves had been falling, the wind was up, and he was a sailor. So you think, it's a good one blowing from the northeast. And it was really kind of sad, obviously. It was a kind of a blindside thing, because I never had imagined him leaving.
Yeah.
But he beat the odds. I never knew this, you know, that once he had the injury, that he was on some sort of clock saying, you know, he's only got so long, and he would never think of it that way.
And he had passed that time limit also.
Yeah,
right?
he'd been way past that. And when they mentioned him in the debate, when Kerry spoke of him and my friend Christopher Reeve, I felt like a little kid going, I know him.
Yeah.
That's my man, that's my bro. And it was very interesting that he had brought this, spinal cord research and stem cells specifically to the forefront in those 9 years. And raised $100 million, but also just brought it forth in terms of speaking in front of Congress and lobbying actively. And he was so eloquent and so elegant about it. Bobby Kennedy said a great thing. He said he's a person who speaks in expository paragraphs with a beginning and an end. For me, who doesn't know how to end, I'm very envious. But, it's a mixed bag because he's gone. But by the way people respond to his loss, it's like, I remember one day walking to New York years ago, it was after the accident, and two guys on the back of a garbage truck said, tell your friend Chris, he's amazing. And it was like, not right. Just the effect on everyday people is really wonderful.
He was amazing. I was lucky enough to, when I shot my HBO special in New York, I'd never met him before.
Did he come to
and
see
he
it?
came, and I knew it took him 3.5 hours to get ready in a wheelchair to go anywhere, and he came to the taping of my HBO special.
Yeah, but he loved, laughing, even with the respirator, laughing for him was, ha ha!
Yeah.
And for me, it was still like, it's still him,
Well, you've known him since you were roommates at Juilliard, right?
Well, not roommates, we were, I would borrow food, but... Can I just have some tuna fish? I'll bring it back. He was, we came in as master's students, which means that we would go through the 4-year program in 2 years. And we came in there together. I remember the first day we met was Houseman, John Houseman, was sitting there kind of like the Wizard of Oz. Sit down, gentlemen. Mr. Williams, Mr. Reeves, the theater needs you. You will be soldiers in the army of the theater. Unless, of course, you can make loads of cash making movies. So, right off the bat, we're like, I like this guy, And we went through the program, but he was there for 2 years, and then eventually got work in a film, and at that time the school didn't acknowledge, you couldn't go to a movie. It was like, you've gone off, you've turned into a horror boy.
The teachers were like that?
No, he's gone now. Leave my class. You have lowered yourself to make a movie. What are you teaching? Character acting.
Yeah. Are they pirates teaching the class?
Welcome to sword fighting. Try to say on my good side. What is your name? Robert Newton. And tell the bird not to speak while we're fighting. Pieces of egg, hold on. Phone call, you've got mail, you've got mail. Quiet, you email dog. You've got mail, walk away, you've got one leg. Don't talk about me leg. Bobby, hand me my number 4, I'm going dancing. What are you doing? There's a pirate self-abuse. Just whittling the leg down. I've been away for a while. Send this one to Martha Stewart. Tell her and I wish her a good day. Sorry. She's going inside. She's gone away.
I know it. It's
Martha's
horrible.
going, truly inside living.
Yeah. We have to take another break. We'll be right back. More with Robin Williams. We're back with Robin Williams, and that's from the Final Cut, the new movie, The Final Cut, and it's a very interesting concept.
Basically,
try to explain that.
Yeah, try. Good luck. In 25 words.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's about almost like an alternative future, or it's kind of shot retro, so you don't know. People go, how come it doesn't look like science fiction? But the idea that there is a chip that's implanted in utero, and then when you die, they take it out, and it's recorded everything, your entire life, video and audio. And then it was my job as the cutter, along with a major computer program that sorts out number of hours in bathroom, lost,
Yeah.
And basically sorts out the highlights, the positive moments of his life, and basically does like a tribute to a person, like those AFI tributes. And now here's another film clip of Henry.
So it would be really interesting to have that footage to look at, and you see what your POV is of the entire life.
Yeah, the person that would be most advantageous to would be if you could go back and look at it yourself going, I didn't remember it that way.
Right.
Because your brain has an amazing adaptive mechanism, both good and bad, that you will sometimes, it will change, morph it over into being something positive, or make it much better than it was, or much worse than it was in some cases.
Which is what's interesting in that movie.
Yeah, that I have a
Yours.
massive guilt driven by a memory that's actually quite wrong.
I would imagine you have a good memory because you hold on to things and you
retentive on that level.
Yeah.
But it's a weird combination of being retentive and sometimes Tourettean. It's like, where it's got to bleed it out. That's why I'm not able to edit myself a lot of times, and much to the dismay of my family. as we've seen in the last few minutes, they're going, you shouldn't have said that.
But you also seem to, because I think everybody wonders where you get your sense of humor when you're a comedian. People say, what happened? Were you funny as a kid? And you get it from your mom, is that what you said?
Yeah, very much so. She was, you know, it's at that primal thing that Lenny Bruce talked about. Your first audience and the really necessary one is your mother. Because if not, you don't get fed. That's why they make babies real cute. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think, you know, guys couldn't breastfeed. They'd be like, hey, come on, I got things to do, let's go. Finish up. Hey, the game's on. Hey. Don't bite. Hey, you bite up. Hey. But it is that thing with my mother. Here's an example. She was a Christian Scientist. But she also had plastic surgery. So at that moment, I'm going, wow.
Yeah.
It was like she had her eyes done it. I'm going, okay, Mary Baker Eddy, good luck. You're a Christian Dior scientist. I was like, whoa. But she was really funny. She used to smoke cheroots, which are like big cigars. I mean, not big cigars, you know, they're slightly feminine cigars, but smaller ones. And my father would be going, what are you, anti-MAME? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, kids. We're going to school now. Get in the car. Mom loves you. Oh, yes. Come now. But she was like that, outrageous. You know, had grown up in New Orleans and very, very...
She grew up in New Orleans?
Yeah, she was
Wow.
born... for a long time, I thought that she was born in Louisiana. And then I said, my mother's born in Pass Christian. And people who were from there went, sweetheart, that's in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So,
my family was in Pass Christian. I was raised in New Orleans, and my aunt is in Pass Christian.
that was where my mother was from. And then my mother would say, it was a lovely town, but it's no longer there because of the hurricane.
Yeah, right.
It's,
Exactly.
You know,
It
that's
took
basically
away...
where God comes in and goes, nice to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's weird.
But everyone rebuilds there. Isn't it amazing? Like, you always see these things. Every year, the hurricanes come, 3 or 4 of them, and it's like, we didn't know everything, but we rebuilt.
Yeah.
It happened last year, too. I know.
Yeah.
But it's that thing.
They keep building higher and higher.
Build higher and
yeah.
higher, and the water keeps getting higher and higher, going, raise your bets, see it.
Yeah.
What's the name of this hurricane? Hurricane Shanika. Don't be grabbing you better hold on. Don't make me come down and get really crazy. Hurricane Shatuka. Yo, girl, talk to the hand, call waiting. You know what I'm saying.
I love when you're here. The Final Cut opens set in select cities today. We'll be right back. Oh, by the way, everybody in the audience is getting the Aladdin on DVD because...
All right. Ever since we started RSVP, Ellen, we've been getting so many invitations from all over the place, and they're all so different. And so here's this letter. Remember the woman that I called before, Christine Kelly from Old Bethpage, New York. She says, Dear Ellen, I'm not inviting you to a party. I'm inviting you to party. I'm turning 36 on November 20th. I figure what's good for the goose is good for the gander. By this, I mean my husband recently went away on a guy's outing to the Miami Jets football game. While they were there, they did the typical guy thing, bars, half-naked women, and even for a night, even celebrated a guy's bachelor party who they didn't even know. I would like you to join us for my birthday for a night out at Escapes. It's a Long Island male review show, followed by dancing afterwards at a very popular dance club where the male strippers will join us. While the male review show may not excite you or be your cup of tea, the dance club may. Please help me show my hubby that I can have an even better time and party with my friend Ellen. P.S. My best friend moved to Las Vegas shortly after I married 10 years ago, and I've barely seen her since. She's been having a tough time there, divorced, single mom, lost job, etc. Definitely needs a good hometown night out. Maybe you can convince her to make the trip. Producers, I would need a heads up so I could book Escapes and a limo. Thanks, Christine Kelly. All right, so I've already called her. Last time I got her, because she doesn't want me to party, she wants me to go crazy. So I'm trying her one more time, because I got her machine. And she called back, like, I guess 10 minutes later, so mad that she wasn't home. But by then, I had moved on. I was doing the show. I couldn't stop the show. So hopefully she's home now.
Hello?
Hi, is Christine there?
Yeah, who's calling?
It's Ellen.
Hold on a second.
Okay. That's the gander.
Hello?
Hello, Christine.
Yes?
Hey, it's Ellen DeGeneres calling.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm glad you're home. The last time I left that message, and then you called. Where were you? You called back 10 minutes later.
No, you guys called me.
Yes. Then you called back 10 minutes later after you got the message, right?
No?
You never called back?
Oh, I called your producer. That's right.
Okay. Have you been out partying?
I've been at Escapes.
You've been escapes? Hey, have you been there before?
Yes, I have.
So it's one of your favorite places.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I
Really?
can promise you that.
And how many ones do you bring? How many singles do you go with at a time?
At least like 200.
200. They love to see you coming. How often do you go there, Christine?
As frequently as I can.
Who would we all go with?
Friends and family.
Well, I'll take Mom so she can stay home and take care of the kids.
Oh, please. I could always use a babysitter.
Okay, great. All right, and so I'm thinking about doing this. Now, where's Old Bethpage? It's Long Island?
It's Long Island. I guess it's about 40 miles outside of New York City.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we'd love to have you. In fact, the place just called me.
Oh, who did?
Escapes themselves.
Oh, they heard that we're interested?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
And they're thinking about sending you a personal invitation.
Oh, now I'll go.
By video.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's sounding good. You know, I have a bunch of invitations to a lot of different things. And
Okay.
So, but you're in the running. And tell Escapes thank you, and we may see you.
We would love to have you.
Yeah, I would love to be able to go, and we'll see you soon, maybe.
Great.
All right, see you later.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Tears for Fears performs after this. Don't go away. We'll be right back. I want to thank Robin Williams and Tears for Fears Monday. Kelly Preston and Drew Carey will be here. Oh, and one more thing. You know, Robin is Lance Armstrong's bike riding partner, and we got these great chopper bikes from fatcycles.com.
Six Tour de France. Be there. Only one man. L. Armstrong.
See you tomorrow.
Tell
Bye.
everybody to check it out.
All right.
Ya la vida.